Hi, this is Andrew Bridgewater, Chartered Psychologist and the author of Fit for Business Extended Edition, How to Deal with Stress and Enjoy a Healthy Work-Life Balance. Welcome to another in this short series where I'm actually talking about some of the profound learning and steps that you can take as part of Fit for Business. I want to break it down and make it a lot easier for you. And so that you can enjoy the benefits sooner. And as part of that, I thought it would be really useful for me to share a little bit of my story and my pain and my reasons why I created Fit for Business in the first place. In a nutshell, I want to avoid or help others avoid and overcome challenges that I have overcome in the area of mental health at work. And this is something that I was very reluctant to talk about for a long time. The whole concept of mental health has kind of risen up the agenda. People are more willing to be open these days. But back in 2006, when I found myself in a psychiatric hospital for 5 weeks, it felt much more difficult to talk about. And I suppose the experience was much more vivid and real. What was actually happening at that time. I felt humiliated and embarrassed. And all the more so because I'd qualified as a chartered psychologist just a year before. And everything that I'd learned in 10 years of formal study, training, supervision, and experience, nothing had equipped me to deal with what I was facing in the way of work-related stress. And as I lay there, heavily medicated in a psychiatric hospital in Warwick, I vowed and resolved that my life's work would be researching, finding out, and helping other people to deal with stress in healthy and sustainable ways, because all that I was offered was pharmaceutical drugs. There are other approaches that are available. There are other things that I've learned since that have helped me get to the root causes of my problems, because what pharmaceutical drugs will do is they may help you through in short term by masking the symptoms, but they won't enable you to deal with the root causes of your problems. And inevitably there are side effects, and I just didn't want to remain on drugs long term. I was on them for 18 months. That was an antipsychotic medication because my depression was so severe, and an antidepressant. And one of the side effects was that I gained 3.5 stone in weight without even realizing. My appetite was affected by the medication, as well as other things which I won't go into right now. But if you are listening to this and you're on medication, my advice is to follow the advice of your doctor who prescribed that medication, but also look into ways that you can actually begin to take control in your own life, and as I say, get to the root causes of your challenges. And I'd experienced burnout at 3 times in my life before 2006, and incidentally not since. And each of those times coincided with a period of particularly challenging life circumstances, particularly around work. And the most recent time, as I say, was very, very severe. And it was almost like life was teaching me a big lesson. And I had to go through that experience to come out the other side and say, no, I don't want my life to be a repeating pattern of severe stress and depression and anxiety every 10 years or so when life circumstances around work seem to get really tough. And actually, it's a wonderful feeling knowing that whatever life throws at you, you'll be able to handle it. And this is the reason why I wrote Fit for Business, and why I've want to share my learning with the world. So what I'm here to do is to short circuit that process for you. So first of all, you can get the book in both PDF and audio, and I'm making that available in support of World Mental Health Day this year. And you can get a free copy just by going to www.fitforbusiness.co/PDF, and I'll give you that domain reference at the end of the video. But what that will enable you to do is download both the audio and the PDF so that you can start to put the amazing information that I'm sharing there into practice. And it basically falls into 2 types. There's physiological stuff that you can do, which again I wasn't aware of. As I say, all I was offered were drugs, but I made it my life's work to research everything I could find in this area, and I'm publishing the best of what I could find. And it's really been profound and life-changing, not just for me, but for other people that I've helped and worked with. And in a future piece, I'll share some of the insights and some of the experiences and results that other people I've helped have found. And the other side of the process is the psychological. Now, this is where there's been a lot of developments in recent years. People will have heard of things like cognitive behavioural therapy, positive thinking, neuro-linguistic programming. But actually, I've come across an approach or a way of understanding how we create our personal experience of life, which has been nothing less than life-changing for me and for other people. And it's not well known about. It's not in the mainstream. And for that reason, I rather disregarded it when I first came across it. The three principles understanding has made such a difference. And what I've done in the book is I've actually melded a physiological approach to dealing with stress at work with a psychological approach. And you get this very unique and powerful formula for dealing with stress at work in lasting, healthy and really effective ways, as I say, without relying on medication or therapy when the going gets really tough. And I feel very blessed to be able to share this. As I say, it's taken me a long time to get to this point. I felt humiliated and embarrassed, but now I realise that actually I've got some very powerful learning to share, and that's what I want to do. So, as I say, you can get the PDF and audio free by going to fitforbusiness.co/PDF. And I'll be back very soon with another video helping you put this powerful information into practice in your own life. This is Andrew Bridgewater, author and chartered psychologist, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.